today. Thanks for making time to actually be together with us, because tonight we're going to do sharing on the recent event that we went, which is, virtually, which is called the Virtual Success Summit. Okay, and we would really like to thank Jean and also her team, OTG, for actually organizing this event every year, in fact, 2 times a year. Okay, so some of us have been going there physically, but because of the condition right now, we are doing it virtually. So the last weekend we had our it's supposed to be August, but it's postponed to October. So we are going to do the sharing tonight. So I'm not going to talk so much because it's going to be quite long. There's 12 speakers, all wonderful speakers, amazing speakers. So we have lined up a series of sharers also. Okay, so let me start the the sharing, the screen sharing. Okay, so the first one we actually have Andy Gumai. So okay, let's welcome, give a round of applause to our very new sharer tonight. Okay, and he's the youngest of us all. He's only 18, so I think let's give him a big round of applause. Okay, Afiq, welcome to share on the first sharer, first speaker. Sorry. Okay, Afiq, you can unmute.
Yeah.
Okay, you can start.
Okay. Assalamualaikum dan good evening everyone. So now what I learned from Andy Kumai is that if we want to success, there must be three factors. So the first one is state situation, which is the story in our heads depends on situation, which is energy state. These steps make things easier. The secondly is story. With a bad story, then we will not find the strategy or have met but can't be used properly. And the last one is strategy. This is more important for these factors. So 80% of the reasons people don't achieve their goals are not because of their strategy or technicality, but because they need all three aspects to be successful. So now I want to call Nasrullah to give the example for these factors.
All right. So hi. All right. So for example, like hi, my name is Nasrullah, and I'm sure every one of us will go through, hardship and also challenges. But what makes us different is the way we think, and based on this, based on what Afiq has shared with us, is that it's really important to think differently when we face challenges or hardship. All right, so either we think positively or we shift our mindset to another side. All right, instead of mad or angry, we think in a positive way to make different opportunities to actually maybe to actually there's to change our mind, so that we feel like there will be more opportunities rather than we stay, rather we don't do nothing and complain every single thing that we have faced. Instead, we figure it out. So that's what Afiq have shared. So then it will lead us to the destination that we want to achieve our goals. Yep.
Okay, so that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so basically Andy Gumai share about this. In order for you to be successful, right, you need to have these three together. So cannot be your story is very good, and then but you are very, your state is very demoralizing. You don't have the energy. So that's what he mentioned. Like, you need to have all these three for the whole presentation, the whole success to take place. Okay, so okay, thank you very much, Muhammad Nasrullah and Afiq. Okay, both our youngest sharer. Okay, next we have Sadia to share the next speaker. the topic of power of innovation, okay, by Dr. Yulia Siska. Okay, maybe if you want to introduce the speaker also, you can, Sadia, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone.
Salam.
Okay, I will share about Dr. Yulia Siska. Okay, so for her she is a specialist aesthetic doctor to start with, and basically she shared about her sharing was that her background is that she has her own clinic as a being as a beautician and aesthetic doctor. She starts her business in year 2004. Okay, and that period of time she was sharing that she has no issue with her basically what she's doing well, she's successfully person. But in year 2009, this is about what she fall in love with Galvanic Spa. She start her business with Galvanic Spa. And but this is something amazing I want to share is that her upline, there were two of them who came forward to her and speak to her about this Galvanic Spa. Basically, what she's trying to say also, these two person who came forward, they are not basically, who having a beauty skin. She doesn't have a very firm up skin. If you are using a Galvanic Spa, you have to portray according to what you have, right? But they were not at that state because Galvanic that period just launched. Okay, so I would say I think Dr. Yula is a very humble person, kind person, even though she's very successful, even though she is I would say a doctor, you see, an aesthetic doctor, you see. So if a person will come to you, you like say no, right? Majority custom across like that, but she's not. She allow them to do half face on her for her. Then after that, she was told, this is a good part. She was told that during one night, okay, when she go back, if it happens that the firm, okay, after 5 minutes, right, her skin firm up, one side. So after that, overnight, if the skin still maintain, and she needs to have an equal version of firm skin, right, she needs to get the new set. So that's what her upline told her, and she fall in love during the night. She cannot sleep, and she bought the Galvanic Spa. She started this business since 2009, and you see her right in 2002. That's how she looks like. She was saying that this is the same as how she looks like in year 2004, but as it goes along, right, she's getting more prettier. You see her changes. So what she sharing about is the innovation about this company. Basically, right, in New Skin, what they are looking into is not about just getting a product and sell it off to other people and they gain about it. It's not about that. It is about the New Skin is basically in New Skin company. It innovates. They are a company who have innovation. It's like for those who are interested in beauty, skin care, basically they gives an excitement because this innovation doesn't stop. It continue year after another, and there's always something that surprise everyone. So that's what she loves about the business, and she confidently and believe that this business actually helps her. And even she said that to compare with, she has stopped her business in in clinic, and she's doing it at home, and which she said that it saved a lot of her money. So she's comparing about this particularly to these two, and what she add on also is that to have the result of what Galvanic Spa did for our skin, to compare with what she has in her clinic, she requires to have 4 sets of different devices. And she said it takes money, comes in a cost. It comes along with it's not portable. So basically she said it makes easier for everyone, every single person. And it happens that during the pandemic period, she said there are more people coming in because they cannot go to the clinic. So they have to do it at home. So they get the devices and they are able to do it at home. So she said that it makes easier life for people around us. Okay, that's one. Then secondly, she also shared about her in-laws. Because every year she said, right, there's a new products coming in. She even shared that she are able to help her in-laws. She was saying that her in-laws, she didn't tell further or in depth about the conditions. She just said that they were not able to move that pretty well. But after it starts off, she bought, that time there was a launch of R Squared. So she bought it for her in-laws, and after 6 months, their mobility gets better and improve better. So this is something good part that about what I learned. I mean, what I feel is as well that it's not only for us. What she's also trying to say also, it's not that it's only for us. You can help your family as well. And secondly, is that you are not only doing it like what she say, you are doing it for people in the clinic, but you get the benefits as you go in the business. Okay, so that's what she say, and she was saying so much about the
But just
vision, because
need
new
to
scheme
wrap
has
up.
the huh?
Need to wrap up a bit.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, last one, last
Okay,
sentence.
I'm ending part soon. Okay, so she was sharing that she believes this one thing, that in 10 years, 20 years down the road, we will get a better, these products from the company uh, will actually enhance better for our health, for our anti-age, and also she says that it will amaze and excites uh, the people. Yeah, that's what she shared about the innovation part. Okay, wrap up the part.
Okay, thank you,
Okay, thank
Satya,
you.
for your sharing. Wonderful sharing. Actually, her transformation is amazing. Okay, next speaker. This is an overseas speaker. So maybe if those of you who wants the recording, you can get from us. Okay. So this one, let's have Iqbal to share her amazing story.
Okay,
Iqbal?
hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm glad I can share Rebecca Farr story because she was previously known as Rebecca Morris. She was one of our mentor when we are starting on with New Skin through social media. So me and my brother actually learned a lot from her before. Okay, so she's a background. She's actually exposed to New Skin when she was 16 years old. So when she was exposed, she was her parent was in New Skin first. Okay, then she started the business when she was 21, around 21. Okay, so she was actually at 28 years old, she earns 1 million US dollar already. And I think now she's earning 5 million US dollar. Okay, and so she started off by saying her background. So she's actually a shy and introvert person. So something that we can, a lot of us can relate to. So she said that if you are someone who are not comfortable putting yourself, like meeting a lot of people like physically, she prefer to be like on the screen, behind the scene. So she's very comfortable doing it on social media. And a lot of her downlines are all from social media lah. So she don't really meet the downline in person sometimes. Okay, so one of the things that I learned from her especially is because she started with a few mindset. Okay, one of the mindset that I have written down is okay, so she said because she was new, she was young, so she wants to be successful in this business. So she said like she decided to be extremely coachable. Okay, so the mindset is okay, this is what she said: if someone else have been successful at this and she have decided that she wants to be successful at it, there's no reason that she's not gonna be successful. She will let them show her how. So in this mindset, right, she totally put faith on her coach to coach her well, because she knows that she wants to be successful as a coach. So she totally like re-zero lah. Okay, so she was an accountant lah. So she was a professional in a way. So for her to re-zero, to learn from scratch, is what makes her successful now. She started to have that mindset when she was at the beginning of her skin business. Okay, so the other mindset, right, I learned from her is she kept saying to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, because this business have phases, has seasons, and it's okay. Things will change throughout your business. Yeah. Then so she said that we have to ride the wave instead of getting hit by the wave. So when you ride the wave, you will always be on top. So that's how you try not to be like, whenever you face any challenges, you have to know that this is just a phase, and you have to enjoy the process and learn as you go. Okay, so like it's like a chapter. Different phase have different challenges. So let me say, okay, so she also touched about a bit on leadership. So I think Ibu Lani asked her how she lead her team, right? So she started to say that start to accept people where they are. Okay, so and help them to achieve little wins. So even though your team have been promoted to BR or to brand partner, every single win have to be celebrated. Okay, so this is to help them build their confidence. Okay, as a leader, help people to believe in themselves, that they can blossom. Okay, and don't pressure others. So she said that she don't want to pressure others to fulfill her needs. So let them shine and blossom on their own, and ask them how can she help them. And she also said that success will take time. Okay, and before I end, she got say that first 4 years, right, she became an EBD, which is Executive Brand Director. However, her organization was not, she was having some problem with her business. So she decided to start from zero. Okay, so once she decided to start from zero, right, her business grow even faster than before. So in this case, we can learn that no matter how much you have achieved, right, even if you're already an EBD, don't ever have your cup full, because every single phase have their own challenges, right? So that's what she faced. During EBD also she faced challenges. Her team is crumbling, but she start from zero and learn to be a better leader. So she start to invest and learn more, improve on herself. Because if she was saying something like she has to up her game. She has to scale up in order to lead her team. Yep. And also don't hold back. Don't stand in your own way. So let, for example, if you have your mentor or your upline, let your upline coach you how to be successful as they are. So that's what I learned about her.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibal. Actually, the amazing part about her is how she actually realized that she need a breakthrough, and because of that, she re-zero, and in 2 years' time, she grow her income by another. She become 5 million, right?
Yeah,
So
now
4
5 million.
million. So in 2 years, she grow her income by 2 million US dollar. So that's how. What's the power? That's the power of breakthrough. Okay. So next one. Okay, so I hope all of you are enjoying the sharing, but actually because of the time constraint, right, we will try to share the gist of all the sharers lah. Okay. Okay, next one. Wait. I got my miss this one. Okay, next one is actually Mas Hirmas. Okay, wait. Yes. Okay, he's going to talk about opportunity, and we are going to have Eddie. Okay, to have his sharing. Okay.
Okay. Hello. Okay, my name is Eddie. I'm gonna talk about Mas Hermas. Okay, a little bit of his history. He's already a businessman. He's already been doing business online and offline. He's been doing business like printing business, like also he mentioned like sell clothing online, reseller online, and also he also sell food like meat, like all this chicken. And now he also he's a social media person, so nowadays he also teach online coaching. So he also did coaching for some of the leaders in New Skin. So that is about his background. So this New Skin to him is like a different path that he never took before, that he's been doing traditional business for the longest time. So he noticed that New Skin business is recession proof. That is something that he highlighted. And then if you see the picture that is just now ada gambar, yeah, if you see this slide, right, he mentioned that New Skin business is like holistic, from A to Z is already covered. It's not like traditional business where you have to do all the inventory overhead and all these, right? So he mentioned 9 points. So I try to make it brief. The 9 key points. One of it, I start from the first one. He mentioned about the value. The value is over there. You can see the value. Value is referring to the product, the product itself. The new skin product is meant for the upper class, so you have a demand, high in demand. And also for the product wise, also the value and the certification that involve halal certified and mentioned in the PDR give it a extra power, or like more like medically, like people can relate to and feel safe about the product. And then another one that he mentioned about the patented no, technology, which is the age lock. They partner with LifeGen and PharmaNext and all this. The second point he mentioned is customer segment, where is customer focus. New Skin is a company that likes to reward the customers as well. In terms of skincare, we know that there's a demand for skincare nowadays. Towards people are now living longer, want to look good. So the product is actually helping the society, the people around. So they also reward the customer wise by giving like the sharing bonus involved. Like now they have enjoy rewards. So it rewards back to the customer, so the customer feels good. So they feel rewarded, and they feel that by buying it regularly even helps them. And point number three, you mentioned about channel. You can see the truck there, the picture. The truck there represent like the vehicle, the vehicle that New Skin use. So nowadays, vehicle you can see is a truck lah. But in terms of business wise, we use like social media, like also application in terms of relaying or communicating with our customers. Like we use WhatsApp, Zoom, social media, web training. All these are provided, so we can leverage on all this. And it's also the channel is home based. We don't have to walk out from our house to go somewhere, but we can still meet them, but we can be wherever we are. So it's how to say, it's really in line with what we are having right now, all the work from home, stay home because of the COVID and all this. Okay, point number 4, you mentioned about the customer relationship. Okay, customer relationship is, yeah, the top one is quite big. Yeah. Okay, the customer relationship is New Skin give the customer the empowerment where they can have their own website. The New Skin have their own specialized website that they can cater for the customer, and you can do online shopping. The customer itself can actually use apps that they have, like the Vera app you can try, and also my site. You can see the product. You can also develop and customize your own website that customer especially give for all the brand affiliates. And number 5 is the revenue stream, which is the money, revenue stream. Yeah, so the revenue stream is referring to the profit. The profit is the business part of it. The profit group, the direct profit that you can get, by buying and selling. You can get sharing bonus straight up. And then in the business wise, we can reward the brand affiliates, the people involved, by giving incentives, trips, extra bonuses for lead bonus, build bonus. So this is the income stream that as a New Skin distributor, we are, how to say, highly rewarded. And number 6 is referring to partner. Partner is referring to New Skin as a whole. Yeah, the partner, I think there's like a ring there, like you're married, You're, you're married like a ring. You're married for life with New Skin. So it's referring to, we are married to a big giant. New Skin like a big giant. And with the giant that we have is we are connected to over 50 plus market in the region, all over the world. So we can have resources everywhere. And it's also referring to the part, we are partnering a big company with big revenue, about 2.6 billion, he mentioned, back in 2020. So it's a huge company with huge profits and long term. And the company itself is stable, has been around for 37 years. and there's a lot of like research powerhouse that they have now, research facility that just opened in China as well. So that's we are partnering with a big company, big giant. Key number seven is referring to the key resources. Key resources, yeah. The resources is referring to over here mentioned that there's a lot of things that we can leverage on. So like for now, as we don't have a shop, right, we leverage on the handphone and internet. So the resources that we have for maybe millennials, right, they don't have big budget. So we use the resources that we have by using something simple, our phone, handphone, internet. And other than that, the resources, we don't need high resources like huge capital. You don't need a lot of investment for it, and the product itself is also is given. Let's say when you partner with New Skin, right, the resources is the product is already given. You don't have to create new product, and then the product have 6S, so the quality is there. And then we don't have rental overhead. We don't have to pay people. We don't have rental space. So all these are resources that we don't need to have. We don't need to have. So this already leave us, like say we don't have to have a huge capital, so it's make things easier. So for those people who are like as a beginner or someone who has no knowledge, we can always start by attending the training, and we don't need a big capital, so it caters for more audience. Number 8 is referring to the cost structure. The cost structure is referring to, just now I mentioned before lah, is related to rental lah, rental overhead. All these are costs, so we don't have costs. Okay. Then number nine is the key activities. The key activities is like what we do daily to promote our services, our product. So we have events. New Skin do some events, so we can leverage on New Skin events. We have some like digital training, digital media training. We have customer training, Zoom training. So we can leverage on that daily to promote our services and products. Number 10, sorry. So I think that's it. Sorry. Yeah, no, number 10. Okay, number 9. Okay, that's it. So as a whole, New Skin to him is like a huge package that he's doing it together with his own business. That means he's doing New Skin and his own business at the same time. So wherever that if you are having your own like business out there, you can use New Skin as a side business or something that you can leverage on during these hard times. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Eddie. Actually, that's a very comprehensive explanation. I really love Mas Hirmas because he actually explained how big this New Skin business is. It's not an ordinary, side income thing, but it's something very huge. If you look at that, the canvas model he mentioned, there's 9 aspects of it. So this is very, very crucial. If you hear his sharing, you know that this is a very big business and we must be proud of ourselves. Okay, so we shouldn't belittle ourselves. Okay, next, which is another amazing topic, which is on our 2 product launching, which Rosanna, I'm going to invite you over. Thank you.
Okay, so this one is Mbak Yuni. Her background is she graduated as a chemist. She's a chemist graduate, and she worked in the nuclear department before lah, in Indonesia. So basically, what she's talking about is she's introducing 2 big product that is going to be launched in Indonesia. Okay, which is one is about the new Beauty Plus collagen. Okay. So over here, she's talking about the collagen. So I don't want to say so much, but basically, she's saying that as we age, we tend to lose our collagen. And collagen is important for us, not just in the skin, but it's also found in the bone, joints. Okay. What else? Okay. Okay, so this is the structure of the collagen. So she explained about the okay, just now muscle, tendon, ligament, and also the skin. Okay, and it's the most important, one of the important component in the skin structure. Okay, and okay, that's all. Next. Okay, so basically, right, collagen also as we age, it's reduced in production, and at the same time, it's worse when you're exposed to sun. Okay, so over here you can see the rightmost picture is when you have aging plus exposure to the sun. So your collagen like almost disappear. Okay, next. Okay, so what is unique about this Beauty Focus Collagen Plus is basically three things. First is the ingredient blend. The ingredient blend is clinically designed, okay, with the bioactive collagen peptide, lutein, and the phytoceramide. Okay, because she was saying that outside there are so many collagen product, right? So what is so unique about us? Okay, and because of these ingredients, right, it also help us to improve our antioxidant score. Okay, and also there's this part where that means there's an advantage, that means with this beauty collagen and we have our most amazing and famous Lumispa, right, together they call it better together. That means it even enhance the power of the beauty part. Okay, so one thing about this collagen is the collagen here is of very small molecule. So she says usually, right, normal collagen is about the size of 300 kilodalton, but our collagen in the Beauty Plus is single digit, which is 1 to 8 kilodalton. So can you imagine how small it is, such that it can absorb easily into our body as when we take it. And the best part is it's a drink. So it's not something that is hassle free. You do not have to do much. You just need to drink it. Okay. Okay, so here you can see the studies done, right? Because this is clinically proven. So increase 50% in skin elasticity, 20% reduction in the appearance of wrinkle volume, and also 12% increase in the nail growth rate. Okay, and overall, right, I think the next slide. So overall, you can see here more youthful looking skin, fairness up 70%, texture increased by 35%, firmness increased by 40%, and overall skin appearance is increased by 75%. So all this is clinically proven. Okay. Next will be reset. Okay. So I like how but you need to share about reset. So basically, right, reset is a healthy lifestyle solution for modern people, for our modern life. Okay, it helps with metabolic health and is the first and the only product that uses the gene expression technology. Okay. Next, so why age lock reset? Okay, before this, I will just explain now why age lock reset. So what kind of lifestyle that do we have? So basically, she explained that in today's world, right, we cannot deny that whoever you are. So she mentioned a few people like millennials, workers, or people who work, housewife, retiree. She named all these type of people. No matter who we are, we have almost the same lifestyle. We sleep late, like millennials sleep late, fast food addict, study stress, workers busy and stressed, minimal movement, okay, eat out a lot. Okay, housewife also lack of sleep, stress as parents, stress from overwork, and retiree also, even though you are retired, right? But because there's a reduce in your health, uh, health, and then you cannot exercise regularly and eat out. So basically, right, we can see that no matter where you are in this world today, we are exposed to this kind of lifestyle. So with this kind of lifestyle, right, we are prone to metabolic disease. Okay. So what is metabolic health? Okay, this one before this, Oji, this one another extra actually. So what is metabolic health? So metabolic health is actually the measurement of how our biochemical processes function. Okay, so it has this one you can find in the book that is prepared by William and also discussed before. So I wouldn't want to mention, but basically remember there's this four aspect that there's a picture of the four things, which is the cholesterol and triglyceride, the measurement of the cholesterol and triglyceride, the insulin sensitivity, remember that page, blood sugar, and also blood pressure. So these four aspects will determine your metabolic health. And basically, right, 1 out of 8 people have only 1 out of 8 people have good metabolic health. Okay, so if our metabolic health is bad, right, go down, we end up with metabolic syndrome, and all this degenerative disease will climb up, to us. Okay. So over here, there's an emphasis here which I think is very interesting because there's studies which shows that this whole pandemic is actually increasing the syndrome of metabolic syndrome, increasing the more people are experiencing metabolic syndrome. Okay, and also if I think before this, Uji, there's a report I must see. Okay, here it shows that obesity, impaired metabolic health, and COVID-19, they are actually obesity and impaired metabolic health actually increase the fertility of when a person is infected with COVID-19. Okay, so is that scary? Okay. Okay, next. So over here, she mentioned about the sedentary lifestyle, the healthy metabolic, and when you take the reset. So basically, she says the sedentary lifestyle is something that you don't like, right? And then the metabolic health, healthy metabolic is what you want. So if you see, if you take reset just one capsule twice a day, you can actually have a life or health as healthy as those with healthy metabolic. Okay, so one thing, the big question that she asked everybody, ask yourself, how many people out there have collagen, the rate of collagen going down every year, but still wants a firm skin? Ask yourself. Then she mentioned that in Indonesia, there's 240 million people. So ask yourself, how many out of these people wants this? Okay, and if the Beauty Focus Collagen Plus can be the solution for this problem, can you imagine the opportunity? Okay. Then the second part, ask yourself, how many people are experiencing metabolic health? Okay. And if the age lock reset is able to be the solution for this problem, then imagine the opportunity. Okay. So next, oh no, this one's the last. Okay, wait. So she says, now is the time, right, for us. So for us, for them is in March, but for us, we are going to have it in December. So this whole opportunity is for us to build brand rep. Okay, it's for us to become EBP and win the trips. Okay, it's not for us to just sell the product, but for us to build our brand rep. Okay, and grow our team. So all the leaders here, right, make use of this opportunity. Imagine everybody wants to be taking orders, right, for and want to become brand rep. So who are these people that can be part of your team? So how many of them? Okay, and she mentioned about this so opportunity or luck, right, is not a coincidence, it's really preparation. I mean, luck is not a coincidence, it's really preparation and opportunity. Okay, so thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Rosanna. Wait. Is it this one? No. Who's the next one? Oh, Ellen Nagao, sorry. Okay, so the next one is Ellen Nagao. I think those who has been in the business for quite some time, you know this guy here, amazing leader. So we are going to have a very young new leader also to actually do the sharing. So I get, let me stop screen sharing. Okay, Nasrullah, please. Hidayah will do the sharing.
Hi, good evening.
Okay, good evening.
Okay, wait for a while. Sorry for the slides.
Okay, Hidayah, you want to share first?
Okay.
Cannot.
Is the slide up?
Wait, sorry. Okay, wait, give me a moment.
Sorry,
Yeah. Can I share screen?
Yes, guys, I can see the screen already.
Are you sure? Serious?
Yeah.
Just need to.
Can.
Also can see the screen?
Yep.
Yes, can see.
Okay, then that's good.
Okay, Hidayah, please. Thank you. Time
Okay.
is
Hi.
running.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, whose mic is that? All right. Can I proceed? Okay, today I'll be sharing on Alan Nago. He is the number one first champ yo-yo guy. So Alan Yago was the owner of High Performance Kites in Hawaii. Is a HPK marketing and the founder of the Team High Performance. So he is also the father of Yo-Yo Factory sponsored player Evan Nago. So next slide. For first slide, I will be sharing on what he shared about self-development. So he mentioned he's a discipline, and to be a person, more successful person, you must be disciplined and punctual, which is true lah. So when you're punctual, right, people, first of all, like when you want to change to be better, you must tell yourself why you want to be successful, like and like you set the right goals. So we moving on to the second point, which will be mentioning about goals. Take goals that is impossible. What I mean by this is that you must take in goals that is you think you can't achieve. So what you think is impossible, you make it possible. So yeah, like example, like skydiving, you think it's like impossible because like maybe you're afraid of height, all that stuff, but there's already the what is that thing called, the parachute is already with you. So whenever you're like, I don't know, I'm not really sure about skydiving, I'm not really prepared about this statement but so when you're falling, and then that one is you pray that parachute, it will open, so you're safe lah, basically. And what I learned also from his talk is that how you know when you're ready for something is that the minute that you feel the fear, that's when you jump in to take the first step into that journey. So okay, moving on to the third point, which is close negative door and open positive door. What I mean is this, by this is that open and positive thoughts and close negative thoughts. So it's somehow linked to the previous one of self-development point, which is about goals. So like you tell yourself that like when you want to move forward, you see what's the possibilities so that you can take actions. So moving on to slide number 6 is about what do you tell your genie. So every one of us, each of you have your own genie. So basically this genie is like your mindset. So what do you always hear, I mean like you recall Aladdin movie, the animation movie. Next slide. The genie always says when Aladdin rubs the lamp, what the genie will say, he comes out and then asks for three what are your wishes, and then so whatever Aladdin says, he will say, your wish is my command. Your wish is my command. So what does that mean is that, next slide, what you tell yourself is what you will become. So when you say, oh, I can't cycle, I'm afraid later I fall, I lose balance, then your genie will say, your wish is my command. So, oh, I cannot eat spice, too hot, later my tongue burn, all that stuff. I mean spicy, yeah, of course lah. So your wish is my command. So basically it's like what you tell yourself is what it will happen lah. So if you say you can, so you say, okay, I'm going to read 2 pages today at least, of a book, example, like a successful book or what, from a person, a successful business person or something like that, and you tell yourself you're going to read that book, then you remind yourself like, oh, you get a what is that, postcard, I mean like this, something like this. Yes, so you put a reminder there and then tell yourself, hey, okay, I'm going to read 2 pages today. So each day you try, like, measure. First of all, must set like measurable goals lah. So like, okay, today 10 minutes, 2 pages like that.
Okay,
Something
sorry,
like that.
Hidayah.
Increase and
Your
increase.
sharing is very good, but can faster a bit? Thank you.
So moving on. So to close up on this point, what you tell yourself is what you feed your mind with. So last but not least is to keep what to keep yourself moving forward each day, is to visualize your success. So yep. And the last point, I mean, one phrase that I remember from Alon Nago is, to think is to create. So yeah, thank you for
Okay,
listening
thank
to my
you.
sharing.
Very good. Thank you, Hidayah. Very good explanation. You all really, like really recap back what Alan Nagel shared with us. And actually, he keeps saying about his affirmation, right? Every time he made his rejection, go back to your affirmation. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, which is I think very 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 powerful. Okay, the next one is actually the day two. So the day two we start with Dr. Rizky Ayu. Okay, let me go back to this. And the sharer. Okay, who's the sharer? Okay, Wani. Okay, hold on. Let me. Yes. Okay, Wani, please. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. Can you guys hear me? Can Sorry, I cannot see the punya camera. Can you hear?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. So Dr. Yuski Ayu shared a few things. So I'm just gonna go through with you guys in point forms. So she actually touches on 3 points. In Malay it'll be like mengapa, bagaimana, and siapa. So I'm gonna start with the mengapa, which is it means why basically. So why are we doing this? So the first thing that she says is that the why is actually very simple. It's just to live the life that we want. So if basically you see you want to have more free time, then live for that. That's your why. That's your reason. So the thing is, for her, right, how she started was that there was a time of her life that her husband actually ended up in hospital, and then that's when she realized that she needs more than just what she's having right now. So she loves the job. She's a doctor, but she see you may be loving your job, but the thing is right now, right, as much as you love your job, you're actually working for the money. And at the end of the day, if we want to live the life that we want, we need to make the money work for us instead. So based on John D. Rockefeller, a person that she actually based on, there is this phrase that says, I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than to earn 100% of my own effort. So what does this mean? It means it's just basically to touch on the power of leverage, because at the end of the day, right, no matter how hard you work, right, nobody actually gets wealthy without the power of leveraging. Right? So her concept is actually me plus 4. So you yourself, you build 4 more BRs, and then from the 4 BRs, you build another 4 BRs, and then it goes on and on and on. So basically, every year you actually increase the number of people in your team, and that's how you leverage. Because every human, right, basically we have our limits. I'm sorry, am I talking too fast? Or is it okay? Because I have a tendency to talk a little too fast. Okay, so so basically, right, as a human, right, there is this thing that everyone has their own limit. So no matter how tough you are, right, there is a limit to your age, to your time, to your energy. But if you understand the power of leverage, right, you can actually do more and more through recruit and duplicating, right? So if you the thing is, right, if you're actually doing it on your own, right, and you are only 100%, you're actually doing more than what you are supposed to be doing. Basically, you're just working for the rest of your life. You are working for the money again. So to make the money work for you, again, you just leverage on the people. So the more people you recruit and you duplicate, that's how you actually earn your income through that. And then some people have this complaint saying that, oh, I do not like the fact that I have to handle so many people under me. So again, it goes back to the power of leveraging. So you have to work smart. So whoever is under you, you work on those people, you tap on those people, and then those people will actually have to be the ones that tap on their own BRs. So everybody works together as a team at the end of the day, right? And then the thing is, the rules to this, right, to this fight is that if we do not, and if we have our own business, right, we don't have integrity, then at the end of the day, our business will just be a memory. All these are her words, okay, not mine. So, and if you have an organization and you do not carry out your responsibility, then it will also be only left be a memory. And what is that responsibility? Basically, it's about the recruiting and the duplication again, because it starts with you. So if you do not start it, and then it will never be something that will be a continuous effort, right? So that's your why. And then basically, and then which links on to your next one, which is the bagaimana. So in Malay, bagaimana is actually why. But in this case, right, the
How?
bagaimana, oh how, sorry, sorry, Melayu. Okay, so basically the bagaimana, right, is divided into what. In this case, her bagaimana is divided into what, when, and how. So the what is again back to the me plus four. So you and then plus four more BRs for BRs. And then when is actually every day. So you're gonna have to do this every day. And how? Because you need to believe in quantity wins over quality. So it doesn't matter who those people are. It could be a doctor, it could be a teacher, it could be a nurse, it could be whoever it is, it could be a housewife. Okay, so whoever it is, right? It's about the number of quantity, not the quality, not the quality. So and then which this one will actually links back to the siapa, the last part of it, which is the who. So basically, she said, right, if you actually start with 200 people, that's when you realize that the quantity is actually more important than quality, because the more time you spend with people and whoever that is spending time with you, that is the people that you need to take into your business. It's not whether the person is good, has a certain rank, a certain degree, a certain whatsoever, and well known in the eyes of in the eyes of the public, basically. And then it comes to the point where everybody in the world, right? This is something that we all can relate to. That we all have this kind of complaint, like, hey, I want to do, but I have so many things to do. So the point is, right? You have to change that situation, because it's not about, at the end of the day, it's not just about oh, that's the person I am, so I'm just going to live with my life as that me. So if you have things that you want to do, but you know that yourself as a person you're not able to do, then see you have to do more than that. You just have to be more than just yourself. So for example, for in her case, right, she said, I want to do all this business, but I have so many things to do. So and as a person, because I have so many things to do, I'm just not gonna do anything. But instead she chose to be another person. She said, you know what? Because as a person, will not do anything. So instead I would be another person. I will work day and night to work on this, to work on my business, to achieve what I want. And then I want to do deliveries for my clients whatsoever. And my excuse is I don't have a vehicle. But that's my excuse. So be another person, believe in this, that no, even though you have no vehicles, you want to interact with your clients, this is something you still have to do, you go ahead and do it. And then, or you're in a very negative mind state, and you say, oh, I'm always arguing with my husband or whatsoever, and then this is something that I cannot actually handle. Again, think of someone, be that someone, and then overcome that problem. So that is how basically you learn to overcome your issues. Right. So the last part of it, right, her message is we are building a business, not just merely social networking. So you do not, one thing that you could do is that you could stop hanging around with people who do not have the desires to go to the desires that they want. Like basically they're just living the life that they're just basically giving up in life, having this mindset that oh, this is the way that God has planned for me, so I'm just gonna live my life that way. So for her, it's try not to hang out too much with these kind of people. Instead, if you want to be in that positive mind state, you have to be with the right kind of people. And then at the end of the day, we also have to believe that we are business mentors, not nannies. And then you also have to learn how to love yourself. And how to love yourself is basically, again, working with the right people. And who are the right people? Are people who are hungry to do this, people who wants evolution, people who just wants to learn, and people who just takes a lot of initiative. Because this kind of people, they will not give up no matter how hard or long the challenges are, and they will continuously stand tall over and over again. So this is a secret to success. According to her, if you desire for success is as desperate as the way you need air, then you will succeed in life no matter what you do. So basically, if you guys have attended the talk, you guys will have listened to this story that she said about the son and the father whose son had his head underwater and his father dunked his head inside the water. So the son was gasping for air. So if you're that desperate to need for air, if your desire for success is as desperate as that, right, then you will succeed in life no matter what is your choice of way of living. And then some people say, I cannot do it because this is not known as a respectable job. But to her, right, this is where it is a business where opportunity arises for anyone at all, where ranks and careers don't matter. And it is a business that is able to give success to others. You do not need respect because this itself is already glorified in God's eyes. In a way that you bring happiness and success to others without being judgmental, and that itself has a higher place in respect on its own. And it's not about being acknowledged that, hey, I am good at this, but it's more importantly, it is about the number of lives that you have changed. And because of that, or due to that, or in link to that, your mindset have to be like, we don't have to be Steve Jobs at the end of the day, but all we need to do is just to understand new skin, and we have and if we understand new skin, that itself will make a difference, because it is all different from one distributor to the next. The reason why they become one, so you need to know your own, like have this own mindset. Because if we change our mindset to understand that number one, New Skin is a giant corporate in line of technology, it contributes to making the world a better place. You understand that New Skin is a company of innovations, and we will not be scared to recruit anyone. And when we recognize and understand that New Skin is a part of the reason that changed the world into a better place, we will not be scared to face anyone. Okay, so that mindset, ladies and gentlemen, is the one that Dr. Rizky wants us to order in order want us to have in order for us to achieve a better life in the future. That and the Me platform. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Wani. I think how Dr. Rizky share is the same like how Wani shared, full of power and very fast. So with that kind of mindset where you take charge of your life, that's how you have the strength to prospect other people. Okay, so thank you so much, Wani. I think Dr. Rizky is a wonderful leader, which the first time I heard her, right, I really feel the vibes, her positive vibes. Okay, next, sorry, I missed the first one, which is our special guest speaker, which is Abang Zul. So let's start by screen sharing. Okay, we invite Farid to share this amazing individual. So Farid.
Hi, Assalamualaikum everybody. First I'd like to congratulate Wani for raising the bar, increasing the excitement of this whole session. Woo, fantastic. Okay, this Abang Zul is a special guest. What I see in him is like if you guys do not know, you all know Nick Bijovic, the guy who's born without limbs. He's Australian. So to me, Abang Zul is the Indonesian version of Nick Bijovic. First time I see him, I was quite amazed to see him being interviewed. The reason why I guess why OTG invited him to be interviewed is that OTG want to share that with a powerful mind, you can do anything. Okay, so let me give you an introduction of Abang Zul. He's born without limbs in a small village somewhere in East Java, and therefore in that village he was always tormented and bullied by his villagers, and he was bullied. Okay, and his mother even rejected him outright during birth, put him in a plastic bag, put him by the side of the dustbin. Can you imagine that? That means he was unloved even from the very, very beginning. How would you feel if you were to live like that, right? So because of that, he always wallowed in self-pity up to the point that he attempted suicide 3 times in primary 3, primary 4, primary 5. Can you imagine, as a young child, you attempted suicide? You can't imagine the psychological damage that's done to him, okay? But fortunately for him, he didn't die. So that to him is a sign from God saying that, hey, Mr. Zul, you are born to live and do something big. Okay, but through the years, I think the mother somehow got a change of heart, and she got sick. And Abang Zul wanted to give some impact to his parents, even though the mother doesn't love him, but she still wants to show that he loves his parents, and he wants to show that love by working. But unfortunately, and the mother told him that, Zul, you don't have nothing else. You don't have limbs, but you have your brain. Utilize your brain. From then on, there's a mental shift. Okay, instead of wallowing in self-pity and having all these limiting beliefs about, hey, I don't have limbs, I cannot work, I cannot do anything. He sets his mind to it that he can do something. In fact, when his mother was on the deathbed, he went out to work. Okay, want to search for something to work so that he can bring back some income to let the mother enjoy. But unfortunately, by the time he got back, the mother passed away. Okay, and then on, he became a photographer. So he learned how to use the camera, and the camera is not those very light camera. No, it's those professional cameras that have all those long telephoto lenses, very heavy. I can't even carry. You look at him, he can carry using, you know what it says? He used the bones on his so-called hands to support the camera. And from action photography, then he fell into the sea, dropped 10 meters into the sea. Can you imagine somebody like him cannot swim, right? So from then on, he changed to fashion photography, and that's where he met his beautiful wife. There you can see in the background, the beautiful wife. So he told the wife, don't be surprised if I can attract a lot of beautiful women. See, you can see, right, that signifies the change of his mind already. He says, with his condition, he is able to attract beautiful women, okay? So, and the thing is, Andi Gumai is the host. He asked Abang Zul, if you were to be reborn, what will you be reborn as? And Abang Zul said, I will still be reborn as my current condition. I won't be reborn with legs, complete limbs, complete legs, and complete hands, because to him, he is the best creation that God has created. Can you imagine that, from somebody who tried to attempt suicide 3 times to somebody who say that he is the best of creation, because his mind has changed, okay? And he said that he's not disabled. Disability comes from the mind. He says that it is a state of mind, and he said that disability or kecacatan in Indonesian, the worst disability is the bad character. Right? It shows that if you have a bad character, then life will be bad. You cannot give impact to anybody. Okay, and because of his mind change, he is able to even skate. He can travel. And for your info, he's not just a photographer in Indonesia only. He's much loved and recognized internationally. Okay, his photos are well sought after and recognized and won a lot of awards. So he has. And the most amazing thing is when Andi Gumai said, asked him, where do you learn photography? He said, oh, he learned from Dr. Google and Dr. YouTube. Amazing, right? That shows that he has so much passion to change, okay, to improve himself. So even by looking at YouTube videos and all this, he doesn't mind doing that. So then the other thing is say that success doesn't come to you if you do not invite it. And what are the criteria for success is work like you will live forever, okay? Have a career, berkarya, right? Okay, do good even when no one appreciate, and worship God like you will die tomorrow. Worship God like you will die tomorrow. That means whatever you do, you put in the best effort. The best effort. Don't give the smallest effort, no matter what. Okay. Am I short of time? Okay, I hope I can be faster. And it says, what is the measure of success? To Singaporeans, measure of success is the big car, big bungalow, big fat wallet, whatever, right? But to him, the biggest success is not what you own, but how much you benefit others and how you transform other people's lives. So to me, that resonates with our mission in New Skin. Because it's not about the paper money, the fan money, or whatever, right? It's how many lives you have transformed. If you have made them successful, you are equally or more successful than the people you have transformed. That one resonates a lot with me, because living in a society where materialism is such a big thing, right? And if you have a yardstick that is different, which is about helping others, I think we are in a very, very blessed platform. So my biggest takeaway from Mr. Zul's sharing is that at the end of the day, it's not what you have, but it is what you think you have. Okay, and use this as the best weapon that you're equipped with, and with that you can change the lives of many, many people, including yourself. But first, make the change first, and then transform other people's life. Because if you do not change your own mindset, you will not ever change other people's mindset and lives. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank
for
you
listening.
so much. Sorry. Actually, Abang Zul's story, right, really resonate with the theme of the whole thing, which I forgot to mention, is limitless. Okay, so after listening to his story, actually, we have no excuse to say that I cannot do this distance, I'm very shy, because if he can do it, every one of us here can do it. Okay, so next is actually a second part of Ellen Nagal sharing, because Ellen Nagal gave a very long sharing. So second part of the sharing, we are going to invite, Natasha. Okay, Natasha. I'm sorry.
Okay, hi everyone. I will be sharing my insight on what Ellen Nagao said in part 2. Okay, why I chose him is because basically what he shared impacted me because basically that's how I am at this current state right now. So he first started with music where he heard a few things about network marketing, right? And then he didn't like it. He didn't like it, and it took him a while to understand what it was actually. So um, putting that into my life perspective is basically I didn't know what network marketing is, and a lot of people around me that I know have been saying things about network marketing. Okay, so that's why there was a bit of want to go or don't want to go, want to go or don't want to go. So after that, when I listened to his story, he still went ahead. So one thing I like about him is he had an open mind. He had an open mind and he still went ahead with it. So he had to travel to Utah once per month from Hawaii. It's a 9 hours travel, and he spent about 1,000 plus on flight. So he has been doing that for 1 year until he met someone, and the person said, "Are you actually earning from this company that you're going?" Then he said, "No, not really." "Are you learning new things?" "No, not really." "So when do you intend to stop?" Then he said, "I don't know, maybe until I reach Blue Diamond." So that really hit me because he didn't give up, no matter what he did. Like, even though the results he's not seeing that much yet, but he didn't give up, and he put his goal so high, Blue Diamond. And I'm only thinking like, what, EVP? And he's like, wow, Blue Diamond. I'm like, okay, that's a good point that I really would put it in myself, which is your mindset, you know. Like what Hidayah also mentioned just now about Alan Nagao, that his mindset is very important. So what I learned from him is that to never give up, and every small action and effort that I take on this journey, in this new skin journey, will somehow bring me somewhere. Okay, is to believe in yourself and to always think positive. I like the way how he is. He is so chillax when he's talking about it, and he don't let people's negative thoughts affect him, and he really go against the fear that he has. So I really like him because I am like that. I am like that. I have fear. I have fear to step out. But after listening to him, I realized that I'm not going anywhere if I keep on wallowing into my fear. So he inspired me, and I really wish that I can be like him one day, inshallah. Like him, Blue Diamond or higher. I don't know what's the, yep. So, and also not to be afraid of the company, because we are actually doing good while making money. We're not making money out of selfishness, but we are doing good. We are helping people. So there's basically nothing to be afraid of when you are into this business. Yep. So that's what I learned from that's what I just want to share. Just very short one from Ellen Nagao. Yep. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Natasha. Yeah, actually, it's very, very interesting. And her sharing is very good. So you can actually ask for the recording for his sharing because he speaks English. Okay. So next is my turn, which is the power of habit. So I'm going to be fast. Okay, by Dr. Ganti, we have 3 more speakers. Okay, so bear with us, but I'm sure the excitement is needed for this to give us the energy for the next week onwards. Okay, so she talks about habit, and basically habit is things that you do repeatedly and it becomes automatic. Now, when I listen to her sharing, right, I have the aha moment. Okay, I know I've been hearing about habits and habits and habits, but she mentioned about, okay, first she talked about readings lah. For example, if she said, if I want to read 3 pages a day, okay, so in 1 year, you will read about 1,000 pages. That is equivalent to 3 books a year. So he says that it's better than just asking someone to read 3 books, because to start 3 books is not easy, but to read 3 pages, possible. Okay, but when it becomes automatic, you do it wholeheartedly and unconsciously. That's what we want the habit to become. Okay, so as leaders, right, we have to keep on to this habit, because every 1% you do in your life to make your life better, right? It's not like just 1%, but it's actually 37.78 degree increment in that. Can you see the graph going up? Means you're getting better and better, and it's a compounding effect. But if you stop doing things better, in fact, it's going to be going down and down, not status quo, but going down and down. Okay, so just by doing 1% every day better, your life is going to improve by the end of the year. Okay, And she says success is not an everyday product, not a lifelong transformation. So failure is also the same. So when you say that you fail, right, doesn't mean that, oh, suddenly I fail. Same with your illness. Doesn't mean that I have diabetes. It's because, oh, tomorrow suddenly I have diabetes. No, it's a compounding effect of what you do every day. Okay, and the aha moment that I have, because when she says that, there's 3 approaches to develop habits. Okay, first, you can see the real insight is the identity. Okay, now because sometimes I always tell people, or we always become coaches, right, for our clients, and we tell them you must eat healthy, blah blah blah. Okay, but very important as consultant, I learned that we must find out why they want to lose weight. Okay, must know the identity, because if someone tell you that I want to lose weight, I want to take the TRNIT, but you tell them to eat healthy, they don't want. You ask them to exercise, they don't want. Everything don't want. Because they do not really want to be healthy. They just want to take for don't know what reason. Maybe they got extra money. Maybe they want to tell people that I got money to take their NIT. I don't know. But if they want it to be because they are healthy, because the reason, their why is I want to be healthy, you don't have to tell them to eat healthy, they will eat healthy. And when they go out and they are, when their friends say, hey, why do you want to eat salad? So they will not say, oh, no, okay lah, today cheat day lah. No, they will tell their friend, no, I eat salad because I want to be healthy. But you are proud of it. Okay, so again, back to this, she give example of if let's say I want to be EVP or Blue Diamond or Team Elite, right? Talking about myself also. Okay, so he says that we have to do the habit. We are in global success, we have our own habit, right? 7 daily habit. We also follow the system. We always keep on doing this affirmation, okay? Because example, every Wednesday we have meeting. If you have this identity, your why is I want to be a leader, you do not have to wait for your upline to for example, suddenly now already 9 o'clock. Hey, where are you? You are still not in Zoom. No need. Because if you has your reason that I want to be a leader. Because what is a leader? She mentioned that a leader is someone that lead by example. Okay, you cannot be a leader when you expect other people to, follow on you and say, hey, you must do this. I don't know where's my video. I don't know where's the video. Can you share with me? Like, so you have to be ready, you see. So are we ready or not? Because if you are not ready as a leader, right, that's where you will not enjoy the process. You'll feel that you are being forced. Because in a habit, right, you want to make this such that it becomes a wholehearted thing. Like, it is very fun. So she say, you make, because we have a lot of habits lah, but the basic habit is this is a business lah. I don't understand why when people say that they want to do new skin, but they are not doing selling, they are not sharing, they are not recruiting. So they just imagine they are doing new skin, okay? But again, don't have to be very hard on people, because find out again what is it that you want to do new skin? What is your reason, okay? Because if you want to do new skin, for example, like if you look at Dr. Rizky, she wants to make an impact on other people's lives. She find that this is not a low class business, it's in fact a respectable business. So you find selling and recruitment fun. So when you do this fun, you are happy and you will do it every day. So she say, right, if you can start, example, every day find 50 points. Every day go for 50 points. And she herself say, Dr. Ganti says that now she's into 500 points every day or even 1000 points every day. And it's because of the habit. Because she find it fun to sell and recruit. So it's not a chore or nobody force her to do it. So this is an aha moment for me, because sometimes we keep on telling people to do this, to do that, but no movement, right? No action, doesn't matter. And what Dr. Rizky say, right, from Wani sharing is you look for people who have the desire, who wants to change and transform their life, not someone, and we are not here as nannies, we are mentors. Okay? So as mentors means we encourage people, we change people, we help people to transform their life, but we cannot forever help them to sayang them so much. Okay, we sayang them like our children, right? We sayang them, but we still have to be firm on them because we want them to be successful in life. Okay, so this is basically the share, and she mentioned about okay, I like this part. She said that all this, right, our thoughts is very important. So back to all the affirmation and what the sharers have mentioned about whatever you put inside your mind, right, is very important. Your thoughts will lead you to create the action, and the action will lead you to make you a character into who you are. Okay, and that will form your destiny. So you have to start now, because 365 days later, if you do not do any changes right now, you are not going to be another person, and you're not going to get the success, because your thoughts, your action, your character is still the old person. Okay, so I think that's for my sharing. Next one, we have Hannah to actually share on Ershi. This is her idol. So Hannah.
Okay, this is not my idol. She doesn't sing for me. Okay, anyway, I
Ayo,
first met
Hannah,
her
this
back.
is your idol. You
Okay,
must.
I met her at New Skin office back then when we were at Park Mall. When I saw her, yeah, she had a twinkle in her eyes that made me want to come to her. So when she was sharing on that day, I was telling myself that I have to hear again what she has to share. And personally, it was like as if she was talking to me, because she said that she has been in this business for 9 years and she started in 2012, right? And she shared about being a BR for 6 months, and she only started with Galvanic Spa. So okay, she keeps telling the viewers, can you imagine 6 months to be a BR? And right now we only need 2,000 points to be a BR. So she decided, okay, back to okay, so excited, right? So I forgot what to tell you guys. Okay, her sharing was about what to do next. Now, what usually when we attend success seminars or big meetings, right? How do we present ourselves in a meeting? So that is the question that she asked the viewers. Okay, when you attend a meeting, what is your commitment? Are you there 100%? Are you there 50%, 20%, 10%? She did share that initially when she attended all these meetings, she attended every year. Okay, but when she decided to give 100%, and it was only on the third day of attending the success seminar, it just gave her an aha moment that I have to do something to change my life. So after that decision, she took 8 months to become an EBP. Okay, and that was because she attended the Success Summit back then. So what hit me was the question is, when you attend this kind of seminars, I think she's addressing to the two groups of people that's attending this session. Number one are the new people who wants to know about New Skin, and number two, those who are already been in the business and wants to move forward. Okay, so when we attend this kind of success seminars, there are three reactions. Either you fight, you flight, or freeze. Hence the question, what to do next? So she did mention about commitment. Now, if you hear all the rest of the leaders earlier, they keep talking about that C word, okay, commitment. Now, it is also a shot in my head, slap front back, right, wherever you are. The commitment is something that we have to give. It's like a marriage. When we are committed to a partner, and in this case, our partner is New Skin, so we have to be commitment. We're not going to let go our marriage just like that, right? So when you are in it, like the leader said, dive in. Don't just touch the waters, just dive in and go for it, right? Similarly, she talks about discipline, and she talks about being around positive people, being around the people with the what's that word? The similar mindset. Okay, so it's like birds of a feather flock together. Find the right people in your team, find the people who are motivated, find the people who is able to move your team. And also she was talking about this particular if you will listen to all the sessions, right, they keep on talking about the me plus four. Me plus four is the very, very important point or point in this New Skin business, because me plus four is when you see all your efforts come to fruit. Okay. And as a leader, all of us must lead by example. She was saying this, you are not a boss, you are a leader. So when you are a leader, you don't tell people what to do. Sorry, when you're a boss, you tell people what to do, right? But when you are a leader, you have to lead by example. Hence, she's talking to me because I remember the conversation I had with her in the office with her husband. Okay. And also she was talking about leadership qualities. She was talking about as she moves on in this business, she has managed to become better. And this is something that I can relate, because I know and I have felt it too, that I have become better personally because of the business. All right. Whatever pitfalls you go through, whatever challenges that you go through, whatever sessions, seminars that you go through, you learn and you grow. Take the good thing and take the bad thing, your experiences, as a moving forward moment for you. Okay. Don't be sad if you're rejected. Don't be sad if you're faced with negativities. Just move on, because you need to focus on your why. You need to know what you're here for. All All right. And skill set, heart set, mindset is definitely very important. And I feel so strongly for her because she, to me, is representing stay-at-home moms. And there's one story that she told us that she brings all her 3 kids to appointments, and she does not take car. She took bus. And imagine Indonesia traffic, the traffic jam is hell. And 2 hours to go to a destination, that's a killer. What about us? Just half an hour to MRT, and we complain, right? So there's no room for complaint in this kind of business. If you want to complain, I think, yeah, you got to just slap yourself lah. Okay. And there's this one thing that she mentioned which really hits me is every time when we talk about being successful in the business, right? And when we talk about trips, you know that their team uses, okay, we always mention trip is very good because it tells us how much we have helped people, right? But in her case, her point is trip is actually the middle level of success indicator. Can you imagine that? And we are all looking forward to trips. Yeah, it's good to look forward for trips, but to them, right, it's nothing. It's just like, okay, it's a gift for me. But what is more important is the number of people that you have helped in your life, in your mission. That is more important. So the growth is very, very important because you know that you have helped many people, basically, right? And the next thing that she mentioned is this really touches me because she was saying that, okay, let me see, I was writing everywhere. So give me a minute. Okay, for us, okay, regardless of race, language, or religion, whatever religion that you follow or believe, have God in your heart. Okay, if you are going through a very difficult time, seek from Him, ask from Him, because we are not in this alone. Nothing can happen in this world when you're doing it alone. So get that help. All right. And if okay, this one is I can really relate to this. If you have become or if you have reached that title, like even Rebecca, she has become a EBP, right? And then she dropped again. So if you have been in that position, always believe that you can be back into that position. Okay, whatever pitfalls you go through, that should be your weapon to grow stronger in the business. All right. And the next, I just want to make it short because everybody have made their points and all are very, very related. Please do not downplay your potential in life. Always believe that you have something to share to everyone. Okay, please believe that New Skin business is something that you can offer to everyone because our business is really full of potential. And come on, it's more than 50 countries. What more can you ask for? And please focus on your progress. If you are starting this business, she did mention that if you're starting this business with Galvanic Spa, if you're starting this business with TR90, trust the process. Okay, don't be shy just because you have not achieved any progress. Don't stop because you have not grown smaller or slimmer. Just go ahead. If you believe in the product, just go forward to it. Just make use and leverage on the product, the technology, and the people around you to help you be successful in this business. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you, Farna. Okay, finally, last but not least, we have the OTG's, I mean, the founder for Indonesia, which is not Dr. Mr. Pak Roni. Okay, so we have Taufik to actually do the sharing. Okay, Taufik, you proceed first. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. All right, let me just share. Okay, so I'm the last speaker, so I'll make it very brief and hopefully effective. Okay, so basically the background is Pak Roni is a $5 million circle member or COE2. He's also a team elite platinum, and he has one of the biggest teams actually he has the biggest team in Indonesia. Okay, so his part is about Power You, and he wanted to talk about, there's some feedback, is it? Okay, thanks. Okay, so basically, for the 5 minutes, I just want to share a part about driving lines because the second part was about Abang Zul, which was already covered. So I wanted to share about his portion talking about driving lines. So what is driving lines? So he basically says that in this business, you are looking for a locker. Okay, so what's a locker? A locker is the person that will grow big for your business. And this locker will not come directly under your direct downline or customer or the first few people you speak to. In fact, it can even be many lines below you. So he gave an example so that he he can explain it. So he explained how he and his wife joined New Skin. So when they were in New Zealand, he all started with this lady called Kirsty Cook. Okay, so they were in New Zealand. So Kirsty Cook was also in New Zealand. So basically, she shared the business opportunity to this lady called Shannon. Shannon was a real estate agent. So Shannon was like, oh, it sounds interesting. How come you don't have to work and still got money, blah, blah, blah. And then Shannon joined. So Shannon did the business, recruited a lot of people. And then out of those people, one of the brand reps or executive that she bring in was Ellen. So Ellen was the next person that came in. But he said Ellen was always very negative and always saying bad things. But he did bring in people and he did recruited, he became an executive. And out of these few people, there was one lady called Karen who joined. Okay, so same thing, Karen also did recruited a few people, and from there was this lady called Tenzi. So Tenzi, I think Tenzi became Tenzi went on a holiday. So after doing the business for a while, she went on a holiday, came back, and she became an EBP while she was on holiday. And from that EBP, she recruited, I think she spoke to Annie. Oh, okay. So spoke to Annie and Lani, which is the wife. Annie didn't join, but Lani, the wife, did. So at that time, Ronnie was not interested. So from here, that's how they came to know about Nu Skin. Okay, so he wanted to show that today, the first person you speak to may not join you. The first person you speak to, in fact, may join you and not do well. Because later, after that, what happened was, I'll just show you. I'll show you the diagram. So what happened was, all those people quit. All those uplines above him, above them, quit. And now they are the biggest team in Indonesia. So another lesson learned here is that the end of the day is whoever persists will benefit from this business. Because all those people, they were EBPs, they were executives, they were brand reps, they did the business, but they did not even last long enough. But at the end of the day, that's Kirsty's. So basically, the story is he and the wife is the locker. Okay, because this locker grew the biggest team in Indonesia, and now become Kirsty Cook's direct downline. So the question is, how persistent would you go? How deep would you go? How deep would you drive your lines? Even when everybody say no, even when everybody don't join you or don't grow with you. So you have to continue to dig until you find the locker. The second example is his own experience with the business. So they decided, I think they were already executive brand director or Blue Diamond. They already decided that they want to build a business in Indonesia because at that time, Indonesia was still not really that big yet in terms of the Nu Skin business. But when they decided to do that, they did not know anybody because they've been away for so long. They studied in New Zealand. They practically don't really know that many people. So the first person or first few people they know is this Mr. P. So spoke to Mr. P, okay? And then after a while, Mr. P not interested. And they just begged Mr. P, refer somebody, just somebody. Okay, then in the end, Mr. P referred Mr. A. Mr. A also not interested because of this MLM, not interested. And again, he pleaded to get a referral. Then Mr. A referred this Madam K. Then Madam K also not really listening to what they are talking about, not interested. And then again, they beg them to refer because they don't know anybody. They just really need to look for somebody. And then Madam K referred to P. And this P referred them to these two ladies, G and Yusanida. So I think Yusanida at the time was working in one of the government offices. And from there, they got their first downline, which is Yusanida. And now Ibu Yusanida is also a $5 million circle member, and also one of the biggest, has the biggest teams in Indonesia. Before Ibu Yusanida came in Nuskin Indonesia was made up of mostly Chinese, rich Chinese Taitais. A lot of rich Chinese Indonesians were doing Nuskin. But the moment Ibu Yusanida came in with a powerful mission of empowering all Indonesian women, she grew a lot of $1 million circle members who are also all women. And these women came from humble background, like what you shared earlier. Some of them can't even afford to buy a governing spa. And now they are millionaires through the power or through this mission of this Ibu Yusanida. So that she is the locker in this whole illustration. So this was his, the third example is Ellen Nagar, but I don't want to go there. So basically to summarize, this is the power of driving lines. So it's a good reminder to all of us that your superstar, here you're all looking for a locker or the superstar. And this superstar will not come from directly under you. So you have to persist, you have to keep digging the lines, driving the lines, and keep asking for referrals. If they already join you, keep asking for their downlines, bringing people and work downwards until you find the locker. How to know who's the locker? Well, these are the people who will not question you. Why must go meeting? Will not. You don't have to remind them to do things. You don't have to remind them to sell things. They are proactive. They have a strong mission. They have a strong why. These are the people who will grow with you. So until you find this person, keep on digging, keep on driving the lines, and you will find that $1 million, that locker in your organization. Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Taufik. Yes, actually, this one was being shared by Newton Riggs, which is his upline also, which is basically the locker is someone who massively share and massively invite people. So sometimes, we still have to keep on getting people to refer to us and just continue and continue until you get the right person. Okay, so I think the sharing we are going to end here, but before I end, I'm going to share this. Okay, so like I mentioned, right, every year there's a virtual success summit. Okay, I really hope that we are going to have physical one, but anyway, we are going to have don't have anymore. Okay, never mind. The new one doesn't come up. Okay, but anyway, we are going to have another virtual success summit this coming March. Okay, so the tickets are out. Actually, the ticket is priced at. Actually, the promo is already over lah, but some of the leaders already buy some extra, but not a lot also. But I think I think one ticket is $50, right, Rosanna? Yeah, so this $50 I think is gonna worth a lot of I mean it's gonna be very very great investment, because from the sharing just now, actually if you can listen it again, it's definitely is gonna be very beneficial, and it's gonna be your growth for your team. And they keep on mentioning me +4, so actually the reason thanks Sophie. So actually the reason why we want you to actually get the 5 tickets lah, me +4, because we want to invite 4 new people. Okay, we are going to grow 4 new people in the next Success Summit, which is in March 18 to 19. Okay, so no, the English is still for the overseas speaker. Like Jean, she always attend, although she don't understand Bahasa, and that's why she's here to listen to the sharing. Okay, but don't worry, we can share more with you about the Bahasa. We can give you for this overseas speaker, it will be in English. Okay, but I think these 3 speakers already make up their $50. Okay, because we have Ria Gudani, she's from Philippines. Okay, she's also an amazing lady who had very traumatized childhood, because she actually witnessed her parents being killed, right? Sorry, murdered. Yeah, murdered by terrorists. Not murdered by robbers, but murdered by terrorists. So if she has such a traumatized childhood, but she can be successful, no excuse again. Then we have these 2 wonderful ladies. Eileen Williams is actually the mother of Ashley Robbie Child. I hope I pronounced correctly. But Eileen is the one who is lapis for how many years, Woja? 12 years, right? Yeah, 12 years. Lapis for 12 years. So it's true when people say that you just will be successful as long as you don't quit. Okay, but of course, we don't have to be that long for 12 years. But definitely want to hear from her sharing and how from this amazing mother. Now she's a 4-star platinum presidential director and Circle of Excellence too. She managed to influence her daughter to also do the business together with her. Okay, so if you want more details about the ticket, you can ask any one of us. Okay, so I think that's about it. Thank you so much for your time and thank you all the sharers.
Wait.
Sorry.
Rosani.
Yes.
Rosani, hold
Yes,
on.
yes.
Sorry. You go back to just now the slides, the March
topic.
virtual success just now. Please. Okay. This just a bit of background. This Eileen Williams, she is the upline of Ellen Nagao.
Okay. Wow.
So if I'm not wrong, she 12 years for Lapis, then she found Ellen Nagao. And then after that, success all the way already. So you want to hear her story. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
that's
a
it.
very good
Promotion over.
Information. Thank you. Yes, thank you
Yeah.
all the sharers. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
time. And I hope if you want to know more details about this, can ask any of those people who invite you for this sharing. Okay, thank you very
Yes.
much. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
And good night. Bye bye. Tomorrow,
Good
Cheong
night.
I formula again.
Yes, I formula. I formula. My eyes not tired.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you.